Basically, ano siya, too little, too late. It's too late in the day to submit this kind of waiver. After all his admissions, hindi na po kailangan.
Tsaka sabi nga ng pinag-usapan kanina, no, when that final decision was made, is that in litigation practice, the best cross-examination is actually having no cross-examination. If you can actually come up and not do your cross-examination, that's the best situation. And in this case, tingin namin, talagang napakaraming admissions dun sa kanyang direct testimony na nakakatulong doon sa aming kaso. All the elements pertaining to the real properties na parating lang sinasabi, dineclare lahat. Dineclare ho yan, alam naman ho natin, 6 years after they were bought, at dineclare lang ho yun ng April 28, 2011. Yung dalawang condominium, 5 years yung isa 4 years, tapos yung Bellagio penthouse was a year after it was bought. Meaning, matagal na itinago, doon lang diniklara, wala naging istorya kung bakit matagal na kinunsil for several years. Hindi yun na-address ng mabuti. Yung iba mga properties sa pinag-usapan po doon, or even the bank accounts that we have been able to establish, is that why were they withdrawn on the day of the...
Mukhang hindi natatanong yung gusto nating tanungin, Attorney Avila. Walang nagtanong sa mga prosecutors na, tinan mo, unconditional na ha, about kayo naman, magpirma kayo. Wala pang
Wala pa. Mukhang they're evading the issue.
Well,
mukhang, parang hindi nila, kunwari, they'll just ignore. Kasi since nag-sign na ng waiver si Chief Justice, okay naman. So everyone's quiet.
Well, nag-ano rin sila. Meron silang ilang sinabi tulad ng kakaiba itong defendant na humihingi ng extension when typically raw defendant will want things speeded up. But of course, they conveniently neglected to say na itong Chief Justice may sakit. Kaya he would want an extension, I think, because it would allow him maybe more time to recover or to rest, no? Meron din silang sinabi na, well, I know, as they were talking, meron akong naisip, attorney, na I think isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit sila nagpasya na wag na lang mag-cross-examine ay yung ito ring statement ni ni Justice Cuevas, Parang in-announce niya na wala naman silang ma-offer pa na iba pang ebidensya maliban sa testimony ni CJ. Hindi sila makakabigay ng mga dokumento. At siguro I think dahil nabanggit ni Justice Cuevas yan, that's why the prosecution thought na talagang they don't need to cross-examine therefore because certainly there's no value to his word if it cannot be supported by other evidence.
Well, isang rule naman sa trial practice, kung nakuha mo sa direct exam lahat ng kailangan mong kunin sa kalaban mo, wag mo nang i-cross-examine. Dahil pag cross-examine mo pa yan, baka that might give him an opportunity to clarify, correct, or spring something on you that you might not be expecting.
Okay, but that was actually what I thought the purpose of the continuing the direct would have been. Na parang kung meron man nasabi si CJ Corona sa kanyang 3-hour statement na parang kailangan pa yatang i-refine, then the direct examination by Justice Cuevas would have been that opportunity. Pero pinagpaliban rin naman nila yan.
Yes. Marami kasing obvious, well, quote-unquote errors dun sa testimony ni Chief Justice. Isang napaka-significant error na matandaan ko doon ay yung genesis ng dollar accounts. Sinabi niya nung 60s pa sila nagsisimulang mag-ipon ng dollars. At sinabi niya yung exchange rate at that time was 2:1. Naalala ko, kasi yung lolo ko nagpapadala noon. Medyo mulat na ako noon at alam ko yung exchange rate, Naalala ko na after Makabagal's time, naging 4:1 ang dollar at naging 7:1 nung nag-floating rate si President Marcos, around 70 or 71, And nung 2:1 ng dollar, hindi uso ang nag-hoard ng dollar dahil napakalapit ng dollar sa peso. Wala kang incentive at walang dahilan parang mag-hoard ka. Halos pareho lang sila dati. So,
At saka may ano pa yata, parang lumabas na dahil pag-peg niya ng panahon sa late 60s, may nasabi siya na that's when I started working. Na checking nga naman yung kanyang records, he didn't actually graduate till 1970, no? So parang if he had been examined by Justice Cuevas, siguro yung mga ganyang discrepancies pwede pa niyang paliwanagan.
Paliwanagan.
Oo, and then maybe admit na maybe na ano siya, na-confuse siya there regarding the time, but it would have been a chance to repair yung kung ano mang damage ang ginawa dahil sa faulty recollection na
Alam mo,
yan.
Twink, na I remember pa nga si JPE was trying to correct him when he was saying 60s. Was it early 60s or late 60s?
Yes.
Pero speaking of the dollar accounts nga, how important is it to have access to that when dun nga sa SALN, hindi naman pala required to mention or to put down the dollar accounts?
That's a theory mentioned by a former BIR director, no?
Right.
And if you look at the timeline of that article came out in one of the big daily newspapers a few days before the Chief Justice's ceremony, appearance in the impeachment court.
And the Chief Justice quoted from it.
To me, it looked like a setup, no? Meron ka ng preparation to make a statement like that. Everybody will tell you that it's an asset. So whether you report it in peso, it's equivalent in pesos, it's still required under the SALN law. Walang qualification ng SALN law na yung mga dollar accounts dapat hindi mo sinasali yan. Ngayon, sasabihin mo, I have to keep it confident dahil the foreign currency deposits law mandates that it is confidential. That is a law. The Constitution mandates that you declare all of your assets. So between an ordinary law and the Constitution, as the top constitutional officer of the land, you would know that the Constitution's command is superior. Doon pa lang may problema ka na.
Okay, but ang ano dyan, what I naman see is that parang may legitimate parang contradiction naman yata ang nag-i-exist.
Yes,
I mean,
may
I
point
think
ka.
more people might take your position, for instance, or that particular position, pero aminado tayo na meron pa rin, there could be a cause for confusion, hindi
Right.
ba?
Merong sinasabi ang Supreme Court a lot of times in many of their decisions the mischief that you want to avoid. The mischief you want to avoid in declaring everything is to prevent people from using the dollar law, the foreign currency deposits law, for hiding your assets if you're a public official. So, if you go ahead with that explanation, it doesn't prevent that mischief. In other words, what you're saying is that every single public officer can hide his income by opening foreign currency deposit accounts.
Well, yes nga. I mean, and I admit it seems very obvious.
Yes,
pero
yes.
parang ang ano ko lang is that even I was examining yung mga interviews nga with the senator judges some weeks back. At parang pati sila
Ayaw nila.
No. I'm saying ina-acknowledge nila na it's a genuine legal question, yung parang a debate, parang amongst themselves